I'm hearing in this story too, accountability. I think that's something that's huge. And also people that can support you rather than let you slip. Because if you surround yourself by people that don't call you out and they just keep supporting those bad habits, that might be the bad mix. That might be part of the failure part, which we don't recognize. And, who we interact with is super important.
Yeah, I think, we open a business, right? We want to be in charge. We want to do these things. Like, I'll be honest, like the reason I started my business, because I didn't want someone else telling me what to do. But in doing that, we kind of build ourselves into a prison where we make the rules. We decide, how far we want to push ourselves. And sometimes even in that, we won't take advice from other people. We won't take accountability from other people. And we don't have people in our circle that'll actually call us out or call us, I would like to say, just call us higher. Right. Mm-hmm. And so if you think about it, most people fear confrontation, but when we, confrontation avoided is confrontation multiplied. So, if we don't have people in our circle that call us out, it gets harder and harder for us to be receptive to that. And so then, if I call out Shawn, he gets offended by it versus saying, hey, thank you so much, man. And I'm like, hey, I see so much more in you than how you're currently showing up. A lot of people would be offended by that, where some people, if they're used to it, it's like, hey, Shawn, thank you so much for doing this for me, man. Because I didn't really see that in myself, but thanks for pointing that out. Right. And then that's where you really want to surround yourself by people to hold you accountable. And what I really think about accountability is like, we can only hold ourselves accountable. Other people can only hold us accountable at the level that we're willing to hold ourselves accountable. So if you guys are trying to hold me more accountable than I'll hold myself, eventually will create too much tension in the relationship where I'll decide, hey, I don't want to be around these people anymore because they're trying to hold me too accountable. You guys won't want to be around me because you're like, hey, all we're trying to do is hold him accountable and he can't handle it. So eventually that relationship, kind of breaks apart and we go our own separate ways. But this is something that I saw over and over in the fitness industry. And a lot of times by default, I would try to hold my clients more accountable than they're willing to hold themselves. And it felt like a really heavy job. And I think the best example is like trying to pull people out of quicksand. You try to pull them out for too long and eventually you get sucked into it.